In today's programming session, we'll be covering a number of different language. What? Oh, what? Oh, I'm on the wrong channel. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that. I'm Mr. Full Stack. You can catch me and a number of different programming lessons at Mr. Full Stack on YouTube. But it looks like I'm on the wrong channel. So this channel here is actually going to be my part-time job during the evening, where I cover a number of different sporting games. So I'll try to do some commentary, and I believe this will be the first one. So good luck, enjoy the actual game. And if you're into programming, you can go to Mr. Full Stack on YouTube. But if you're into sports and you want to hear some commentary on that, then this is the channel for that. Enjoy. Have a good one. Today's game, Hernando versus Stirling. Okay, talk to you later. Oh, don't forget to subscribe because we'll be releasing the other games on this channel and moving the previous games on this channel. Talk to you later. Mr. Stack, out. How was that? Welcome everyone to today's beautiful game in which we have there's definitely no sun out today, but it's a cold one. It's a cold one. I'm your host, Mr. Stack, in which you can find me at Mr. Full Stack on YouTube, in which I have a programming channel. But today I have my lovely host, Mr. Trey. That's the only thing he goes by. Would you like to introduce yourself? Yeah, man. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. I'm glad to be here. Glad to be here. I'm definitely just here to really just help you out, and you just let me know exactly what you need, and I got you, man. I got you. All right, let's have a good game today. All right, so we have Hernando versus the Dunedin Stirling. So should be an interesting match today. Let's take it to the field. One of the things you're going to notice here today is that the Sterling have a very strong back line. You know, their back four is definitely the beginning wall of defense when it comes to actually holding down the fort for the goalie. And Hernando, it's going to be a tough match. It's going to be a tough match. Nothing's going to be easy, as you can see. As the cameras roll in, their back line is pretty strong as well, and you also have to deal with their midfielders, right? I think that's going to be one of the strongest and toughest part of the challenge when it comes to the Sterling dealing with the actual strength of Hernando. I do believe they did win earlier in the season, as we do have the ref here looking to see if everyone is all set and ready to play. But I think we're about to go. And yeah, and here we are. Here we are. Okay, now we got the ball over to Joey. Joey is one of the midfielders who has really and the ball just takes a hard bounce on the field. But it looks like Dominic's able to take care of that and pass it out to Max real quick, which will lead the charge and try to. Oh, and it looks like he just missed it. Yeah, well, it's one thing you really got to try to get those balls. But let's see the throw in by Hernando. That's got a deal. Oh, nice header. Nice header. All right, that's what. Okay, we'll just kick that right out of bounds here as Hernando tries to pass it in. Nice little block. Oh, nice. Very good look, Josh. Oh, yeah, and it looks like we have Hernando with his first couple of touches of the season here. And look at this. Look, all right, Max. Way to use the body and close that in. Noah comes in. Noah, a.k.a. the Brick, comes in, helps with the closeout. Hernando still trying to get these 60-40 balls. Not bad. Max, nice little look upfield. Let's take a look at the delivery. Nice, Caden with the header. Seems to have lost it. Well, yeah, I mean, that's one of the things that's one thing these guys are always going to do is they actually seem to pass this. But, oh, Brian, come on, we got to try to get that touch. Still a little scrambled on the Hernando side. They're really trying to find themselves and their actual shape. I'll tell you this, Trey. I'll tell you this. If Sterling's going to be playing like this and winning the majority of these loose balls, it's going to be a very difficult time for Hernando to walk away with any type of victory here. Just look at the movement. Still a little sloppy. It looks like both teams are still trying to get the bugs out. As we have Aaron chase this down. Oh, okay, very good, very good. Nice. Let's see if we can get a replay on a couple of those touches. Yeah, I'd like to just point out, notice the delivery here in which Max anticipates that but misses it. But that's all right because he could have given up, but he didn't. He hits him with a quick little shoulder check. The number 5 and number 13 do a quick little look back to make sure that there's coverage. Max is still on him, gets a touch on the ball, but Noah's also there just in case. And not to cut you off, but look at the pass there off of Aaron's knees. And here you have Josh take the delivery, avoiding the slide tackle and keeping the focus right on so he can actually pass it up to the midfield slash left striker. Exactly my point. Exactly my point. And this is exactly what we're going to be seeing, hopefully, throughout the game on both sides of the table. Both sides of the table as we prepare for this corner kick, and nothing doing with for Hernando. Nothing at all. Oh, it looks like we might have a possible attempt here, but it looks like broken up by AJ. Nice AJ. And one shot attempt. And Dominic with, I believe, his second save of the day. Looks like we're going to have a quick little rollout here if he can turn this upfield, but a little bit of pressure. Okay, that's definitely something you don't want to do here with versus Hernando. They could definitely capitalize on that. Looks like, and a quick little kick out from Noah. Looks like our first sponsor is going to be brought to you by Bork. Half beef, half pork. Pick it up at your local gas station near you. And looks like the throw-in is not successful, but a good attempt. Look at that, and a beautiful save by Dominic, which is he is outstanding. He is really off to a very good start. Very good start. Let's see what he does here. Let's see if they can actually try to pull some type of offense together. But it looks like just a kick down. Hopefully they can get a good touch on that and get their strikers involved. But looks like Hernando is pretty good on setting it up. Looks like we're gonna good change of the field. Good look out and nice, good, very good to keep the game nice and physical, Quick little throw in. Joey's gonna need and a big turnover here. He's got to stay on top of that. But very good to see that the back line had a little bit of help. As Max brings this down to lead the charge, a lot of options here with a shot. Oh, look at that, and that's exactly what you need from your backs. You really need them to really come out and lead the charge, give the strikers some extra assistance, and of course get some shot attempts up on the goal. Sterling for the last 3 minutes gaining the possession and actually increasing on the time of possession as Alejandro, a little help needed from the midfield. He's looking around, passes it back, and decides to cross it over, but nothing doing with Hernando with a major stop. But it looks like Joey's right back on the scene, does a quick little look. Aaron would have passed back, and we're going to reset it with the backs. Now here we got Max. Looks like he's got plenty of time, not panicking whatsoever. Looks like he's going to take the space. Nice. Very good. Joey with the pass back. Josh with the ball. Oh, look at that. It looks like he's going to take it all the way. All right. You got to give that back. Looks like it was a small little attempt, but next time we really... Absolutely. Let me just point out real quick how we have Max over here taking the space, drawing in two strikers, and then still able to actually pass it over to the midfield to really set up the offense. That is outstanding. And in addition to that, notice how Josh, he is the left center back, but he's now, look at the feint. The feint works, and he takes the space all the way, taking on multiple defenders. Now, with Alejandro with this ball, he did take the look, but Josh is running. Josh has got to demand that back, or Alejandro has to really see that he is actually doing a quick little give and go. If we can see more of that, the sky's the limit for this team. The sky is the limit. Oh, I agree 100%. As we notice, we have another switch of the field here. Max with the pressure, and a nice quick little pass over to Noah. It looks like he was moving faster than the ball, but was still able to control it. And it looks like he's actually taking the right back position. Joey still manhandling the actual midfield. Beautiful pass by Max. And here we go with a nice look up from Noah. Oh, and we got a great run here. AJ is on the right wing, and look at that. A beautiful cross, but nothing doing. I gotta say, Trey, this ball movement, this ball move is outstanding. Well, I can definitely agree, Stack. I mean, this is where Coach Lewis really shines. I've been able to infiltrate some of the actual practices, and if you notice the movement, you'll focus on the ball, but you also got to focus on the individual players. They are opening up spaces for individual lanes to be retrieved from. So, keep an eye on that as you watch this Stirling team develop. I mean, over the years, or actually over the months, it's just been outstanding ball movement. Absolutely. I could not agree with you more. All right, looks like we got Caden with a pass over to the midfield. Joey with a little bit of pressure from Hernando, and they are off to the races. And look at that, Josh, real quick with the save. And look at that, no time to wait, takes the space, and he's dribbling all the way down. And it looks like number 28, right back, right mid, he was able to get a nice little touch on the ball. But we do have a call here. Now, usually in this case, it looks like Joey's going to end up taking this. It's a possibility. Now he's been known to bend it like Beckham, so if he can attack that top right post and really curl that in, that could definitely be something magical here. So let's stand by and see what we get here. Just waiting for the go ahead. They'll exchange Fortnite passwords real quick, and then he'll take another look at that. And yeah, keep an eye on Brian. And not bad, not bad. It was definitely bending, definitely bending. Maybe next time though. Maybe next time. All right, so here we go with Caden. A nice little touch on the ball. Really got to watch out for number 12 because he was always willing and ready to, turn on the sonic speed and begin movement. As we'll take a look and see Joey set it up in the midfield. See what he's got. Good to see Aaron jumping out from the left back. Nice little touch. Is he going to take the space? Looks like he's got a little miscommunication between him and the new guy, but that's quite all right. That's quite all right. I'm sure they'll have plenty of contact later on. Nice little pass from Joey to Alejandro with a nice feint and a shot. Oh, big save by Hernando. Quick little corner kick. And a little farther than anticipated. Oh, mistouched by, he still actually settled it. He may have want that back so he can just kind of line drive that bad boy. Keep an eye out. Because I do believe AJ has a very strong right foot, and he will be able to hammer that right into the back post. Okay, looks like the backs are trying to regroup. Looks like their shape is gathered. Quick little look by Joey. You got to give Joey a lot of credit in that midfield. There is a lot of pressure on him at all times. And here we go with Alejandro. It's a foot race. And looks like the refs letting them play a little bit. Letting them play. All right, quick little throw in by Max. Caden with a quick little touch out. Looks like it's going to go back over to Max. A little bit of fancy footwork here. Nice little turnaround, but not a lot of space. Looks like they're pretty bunched up here. And a nice shot here by Caden, but it comes off a little bit. And another shot with AJ with the left foot. He wants that one back. You can see it in his face the way his arm swung down. But that's what we want. You really want those attempts. One thing that we're looking at here is a lot of time of possession on the left side of the field. So, kudos to Stirling for really managing the actual time itself. And one thing you got to notice here is that Hernando, they're always ready. That ball goes out of bounds, and they're notorious for this. As soon as that ball goes out of bounds, was a lot of the Stirling players, they're kind of lagging around a little bit, but these guys, they're ready to just get the quick throw in, the very quick throw in. But even with that said, it was definitely a very quick recovery. The back line and the midfields are definitely assisting here. A lot of communication, which is you seldom see this. You seldom see a lot of communication, at this level. But it's definitely good to see. Now there's a header from Hernando, but you really want to see them kind of, get that settle, right? If someone's got to yell to him or he's got to notice, look, there's time. Get that settle and we can work that offense downfield. Now here we go. We're a little bunched up on this side of the field. And a lot of pressure here from Aaron, so that's real good. And that causes the turnover with Brian. Will he turn it over? No cross. Really want to see a cross there. And this is where they got to, as midfielders, you got to really be able to take that space and see exactly what you got, because you got half of the team on one side of the field, and I'm sure Coach Lewis is really gonna let them hear it on the sideline, to really open up that space a lot more. Stirling on the attacking third with a free kick, and no bend there, but that's quite all right. That's quite all right. All right, Hernando with the ball. Quick little throw in. And looked to me like a handball, but it looks like the ref looked at it and it did go off the chest. Nice little battle for a 50-50 ball. Stirling's defense reshaping. Midfield reshaping. Not a lot of free kicks for Hernando. turnaround here. Can we get anything out of that? Hernando starting to show a little bit of some signs of life here in this first tail end of the first half.
Shield that seat. Yes, quick.
These guys have been battling all day. Very physical on the side. Nice little space from the back end. Keep that pressure, Joey. All right, a couple of blind passes there by Aaron, but Brian with the safety. Oh, he really wanted that back. Really seems like a missed opportunity right there, but that's just part of the lack of chemistry, as they are relatively new, so they're still kind of working on that chemistry. All right, AJ, let's see what we got. Oh, nice little cutback. And another touch out of bounds. All right, we got Hernando with a throw in. Taking off from the other field, and it's a huge throw in and a great header by Noah right in the back. Looks like we got ourselves a corner here. Oh, and it's a nice one. It's a nice one. Oh, possible hand in the box. Looking at the ref, no call. Looks like he must have got that hand right out the way. Or did he? Other than that, play continues on. Quick little throw in. Brian with a quick look. Huge cross. Look at that. Now that's how you switch the field right there. Look at that. And that's exactly whose feet you want the ball in right there. But Hernando's defense tightening up. Really making it difficult. But the midfield of Stirling still open. And with the shot, oh, and that's going right into the pool of that backyard. Ref gives the go-ahead. Hernando really trying to figure out what to do offensively here. They've been kind of resorting to just kicking the ball downfield and hoping for the midfielders and strikers to get it, but this back wall here is definitely becoming pretty troublesome. Quick little containment here, and just like that, Stirling with the ball back, but the pressure is still there. It's really going to come down to who wants it more. Quick little throw in by Stirling. A little short on the jump, but he just got in. Hernando setting up from the back, all the way from the midfield, and here we go with a possible. And looks like the left back was left center mid center defense was able to stop that. Get another cross into the center, and Noah will knock that out. Another battle of the midfield slash backs for Hernando. See what type of pressure we have on the sideline here. Major battle with the right back with Max. And this left striker, oh my goodness, we've got players down. They're really trying to get that cross, and Josh comes in with the slide tackle, no call. Looks like we have a quick little throw in. Noah with a throw in. Hard throw in to Lucas. Lucas with the soft touch over to Caden. Caden with a quick look to the midfield. Looks at the striker, and it's a big send down. We got ourselves a 50-50 between the goalie and Alejandro. Let's see if Hernando can pull out any offense here. I'd really like to see those backs kind of slide out from the back and create that offense from behind, but it doesn't look like they're doing that. It's possible the coach may end up bringing that up during halftime. They really got to get more offense going, get the midfielders involved a little bit more, as they do have a lot of strength there. So it's going to be a chess match between the coaching tactics at halftime. We got Max with another, oh no, good turnaround and a quick little look up. Little battle there, no with the help. Kick that out. Ball still live, Caden with the ball. And Lucas with a nice little pass. Oh, and it's a turnover with a quick look for Hernando with a big pass, but intercepted. Brian over to Joey. And we got Eduardo. Joey with the pass back to Aaron, who will give it right back. A nice little give and go. Very good chemistry between those two. Josh taking the space. Over to Noah. Quick look. little bit of body, but is able to get the pass off to Brian. Alejandro over with the long touch. Eduardo looking for a little bit of help. Nice little move, any cutters. Oh, big stop by the center back. And Hernando down. Trying to create a little offense there, but still nothing. Stirling's back are pretty far up, trying to keep that space and pinch them in. Max with a nice little touch, but it's turned over. See if we can get this back. All right, Joey in the midfield. Let's see what it's going to do. Joey and Brian, they've been working. They've got a number of combo passes together. Oh, there's a shot. Oh, we really want to get those laces on that. Hernando again with the ball, but still just kicking it down. Really, really trying to get the. It's going to be tough for them to actually score if they're not going to be able to actually roll the ball out to the midfielders. But here's a little shot right here, and Noah with the kick out, right out to Joey with a hard bump, shakes it off, claps his hand, stares down the opponent, and now now Sterling's ready to get that ball back. But again, back to Hernando, you know, they're getting a lot of kicks from their goalie. If they can really just kind of just have those backs slide out, even have the midfielders check in. If they check in, they might be able to create a little more offense. All right, here we go. Sterling down the field. Brian with a nice little touch over to Lucas. Lucas with a hard touch over. Oh, and we got no call. Looks like the refs letting them play a little bit. Maybe a little warning. Small little turnover from Joey. Joey's got to get back. 50-50 ball with, all right. We're still going here. Noah with the help, and that's over the fence. Quick little throw in. Look over to the center. See if he can catch anyone. Can Hernando? Oh, maybe about 5 feet off. Sterling caught a break there. And we'll send that down. We'll get that right out of there, but Mac's still on it. And looks like we've got a goal kick. I think they're looking for the ball. Where's the ball? There we go. Nice little goal. Here we go. And it's a beauty. It's a big one. Looks like it bounces in Sterling's favor. And it looks like Sterling might be having that same issue. I know they're trying to get their midfielders involved from the back, but they haven't really had a lot of goal kicks anyway. So I don't think Lewis has brought this up as of yet. And Lucas bringing the strength down. Looked like he was going to run right through them, but the goalie brave enough to still reach in there and grab that ball. And there we got a person that snuck into the field. We'll see if security can make sure they get that payment of $16. Meanwhile, back to the game. And Sterling might have something here. All right, right after the kick, and it's a big one right into their box. A lot of pressure here. Hernando trying to turn something into nothing. Bodies are flying in the air all over the place. You see Josh was about 4 feet in the air. Lucas with a quick look and a great pass down, but no one there to retrieve it. Hernando with another throw in. Quick little settle. That's one thing. Looks like a shin pad just came out. Eduardo with the turn. Right over to Lucas. Oh, and a collision in the back. Battle of the bigs. And Hernando showing some signs of life here. The left striker and Max have been battling all day, and we're right back here. A lot of patience here. Oh, it looks like Sterling's going to try something from the back. Oh, but they were not ready. Hernando, can they capitalize? Now, I like it when you have an offense that's going to try to actually build from the back. That's definitely fine. But the midfielders and strikers got to be on the same page, right? The goalie and backs cannot decide that for themselves. But I'm pretty sure they're definitely, as you can hear the coach on the sideline, no more of that. All right, watch out. We got Lucas coming down after a quick little look, but a turnover on the side. Aaron with the help fixes a shin pad. Quick throw in, header, misses. Noah with the containment. Josh with the slide tackle and possibly a new WWE move that he may have been working on, but the ref says let them play, and it's good to see that two of the two players are looking at it as if there's no issues, and they were both able to walk that off. And a nice save from the corner kick from Dominic. He's looking around in all places, all directions. This is about his 17th look downfield, and he's a perfect decision on kicking it down as his players are still trying to work their way down. And this ball's still live. Starting out with Hernando with the back. A turnover. Where's the rest of the helpers? None showing, and Hernando. Quick little look. And it looks like they were able to save out this one. Okay. Aaron looking to make a play. Looks like he went for the shot. May have been deflected. All right, after the kick. Hernando trying to make something happen. Josh with the save. Brian with a quick look up. Switches the field. And looks like it's right back into the feet of Hernando, who's looking left and right. Left back trying to bring it up, make something happen. Slide tackle, out of bounds, get the touch. Brian with a quick touch on it. Once again, the Stirling backs. Oh, and it looks like number 5, their left center back, may have taken a hard twist a Rooski. Looks like he may have landed on his knee a little wrong. Let's see if we got anyone down on the field that can take a look at this and see what's going on. He is definitely down. Let's see if we can take a look at the replay and see what happened. I believe there was a quick substitution as their left back is out. Ball in play, and we are right back at it. Alejandro with a quick little... Oh, it looks like he went for a shot, but Hernando. These backs are starting to show exactly why they're arguably second in the league. And this is why. Relentless, never giving up. A little short on the cross. From the center back all the way to the mid back, or actually to the midfield. Lucas with a nice touch on the ball. Looks like Caden looking for someone. Looks like he might be a one-man team. Oh, and there's a call there. Looks like we'll get ourselves a free kick as they discuss additional Fortnite passwords, Call of Duty cheat codes. Waiting for the refs to give them the go-ahead. Quick little measurement here. Let's back that up, please. Thank you. After some additional discussions for Fortnite skins. Players getting into place with Lucas making a run for it. And a little too high, a little too high. Hernando once again in the midfield. Joey with the pressure, very good. But the defense is looking a little different with Josh out and Noah out. Their primary center backs are currently out, so there's a little bit of reshaping. And it looks like we got ourselves a first goal. And looks like Noah's coming right back in after getting a little bit of rest. Still no word on the side of the field as to what Josh's condition currently is. But I would think the secondary question would be is where was the left back? How were they that far out of position for that to even happen? The crosses are usually have been dealt with very tight defense throughout the actual first half. So it looks like just a small little breakdown in the defense and positioning and things of that nature. Aaron did make a very good attempt at that. So I mean, nothing we can really do about that. He just was. It just looks like he was not able to get a foot on that. So. But this team they'll be able to build right off of that and continue to move forward. As you can see, but we're still playing some catch up here on the left back situation. Who did they actually have there? This is something that Luz is going to have to address, if not during halftime. It'd be great if they can call a timeout, but this is huge. We're seeing some major breakdowns here. What we have seen, what we have not seen throughout the game, we're now seeing, 2 minutes in a row. So we got another corner here. Wait patiently. 28 making a run and another save by Dominic. Stirling tried to get the jump on everyone, but it looks like Hernando is really starting to tighten up on the defense. Brian getting real physical. Alexis right back, but Brian looks like he kind of let it go through the legs, and maybe a little frustration is starting to kick in. A little frustration. Got a free kick awarded. Referee making sure he places it in the exact spot where he's pointing. Looks like they have to go ahead. Stirling with the stop. Lucas trying to get a big touch on it, and a header over to Alexis. Really tried to cut that corner, but wasn't able to kick it into another gear. Quick little throw in here. Actually a free kick. Stirling starting to get squared away. Ooh, that's a beauty. And looks like right off the head of First Hernando. See if both teams can reshape themselves and get ready for this. Good body here by Alexis. And Brian, I don't know if that was a shot or a pass, but there's a boot by Caden and yet another stop. And there's a goal. Looks like Alejandro with the goal, and we're squared away here at 1 apiece. First Hernando, you can see the frustration on their faces, scratching their heads left and right. A little encouragement by the midfield. But neither team is backing off. The momentum's starting to shift back towards Stirling, but First Hernando, they are relentless. A little tight defense with Joey. Midfielders, and Noah passes over to Lucas. Lucas avoids the trip. Not intentional. Stirling looking for a nice hard throw in. Nice header by Lucas. Really looked like Alejandro could have given that a little more of an attempt. First Hernando really keeping the pressure and trying to keep it down in their attacking third. Caden with a really big move. He's looking left, and he's looking left. Does he have anyone? Alejandro right back to Caden. No, he's not going right back. And there he's going right back. Anyone over there left? Oh, off of the post. Are you kidding me? Oh, Alejandro with the shot, if he can get that one back. Let's see if we can take a look at some of the replays here. Here goes an Iniesta by Caden. Very good move. Leaves the defender sitting there in the midfield line. He looks left, passes over to Alejandro, and definitely expecting it back. Alejandro pushes it a little bit to draw the defender into the center and passes it right back over to Caden. Caden, which then takes with the left foot off of the left post. Then he just falls down in the box like, you've got to be kidding me. Alejandro, a little hesitation. Yet another block from the goalie, bounces his back, his vertebrae, I'm sure took a hit on that one, but what an amazing save. What an amazing save indeed. Back at the midfield line after the kick. Looks like we're back here live. Stirling trying to really trying to get another goal here before the actual halftime, and it's possible it might happen, but Hernando really starting to tighten up on the defense. Midfield with the ball, expecting the ball right back, but it looks like there's a lot of tight defense, almost too tight, a little too tight for Eduardo, but that's all right. Sometimes you gotta make them pay a little bit. Just a free kick awarded. No yellows. Waiting for a deep free kick. I believe both teams really wanting that halftime to get here. And what is that? Is that another goal? Wait a minute. Yeah, it looks like it's a goal, but the goalie, the ref is actually running over to the linesman. It could be a possible offside. We'll take a look here. Looks like they'll have a referee meeting in the corner. There's a very good chance they might be talking about a Friends episode or a Seinfeld episode, but still using the hand gestures as is. And it looks like that's a goal. Oh wow, look at that. And that's gonna hurt going into the half. But it looks like they were awarded the goal. He's explaining to Eduardo. Eduardo wants some explanation. All right, coach is on the sideline trying to fire them up. Okay, Josh trying to take some space, and First Hernando starting to get a little more physical than they were in the first half of the first half, actually. We're really going to try to see how, what's the response going to be from Stirling. A couple of players colliding into each other, Lucas and Noah. Still keeping the pressure. Big stop by Lucas. Flexes the muscles a little bit with a stare down. Referee says play on. Finally back into the second half. Stirling currently down, trying to make a comeback here. First Hernando currently has all the possession and the momentum. Sneaking in with a goal towards the end of the first half. As we wait for the ball to be thrown in. Fans all over the place. Let's see if Stirling can fight back in this. Noticing both teams pretty tight on the other side. Midfielders are still steadily staying busy. Eduardo trying to make something happen and pass to Alejandro. Way to keep it. Joey trying to make something happen. Can Brian get a shot off? Nope, nothing there. First Hernando's defense helps out. Noah with a header, Joey with a header. Joey with a header. That's Josh with a header. See if we can get some back here. We have some strikers, but gonna need some midfield. There we go. Long pass, but intercepted by the midfielder, who's been very active. We've got three backs. Max is working his way back. Noah with the quick kick out. Gotta turn around though. Ball's in play. They get a cross over here. Max or Caden, somebody's pointing. There we go. Eduardo with a big kick out. Stirling still fighting from behind. Ooh, and that's a header in the wrong direction. Looks like it got just off the back of his head. Nevertheless, there's a change of goalie now. Seth is now in. Get his first big kick attempt. See what Max can do with this. Got a quick throw in. Headed right over to number 8. Oh, he's looking for the cross. Got two on him. Still able to get the cross. Josh with a quick save. We'll get that out of here, but it's met at the midline. Ooh, can't turn it over there. Got to keep fighting for it, though. If the cameraman can zoom in, we'll get a better angle. There's a big shot. Oh, right off the goalie's hands. Oh, that one's going to hurt. I think we're looking at 3-1 now. Little tease with the ball. Small little bump by AJ. Just to let them know that he is around. Strikers moving forward. Ref still letting him play. Really got to get physical today. Looking around to get a quick throw in. Quick kick. Can we get the shot off? Hernando's defense looks like the midfielders and the backs are all playing their part. Stirling's really going to have to get their midfielders involved. If they can get back to working how they were managing the time of the possession in the first half, they're still not out of it. But right now, it looks like First Hernando, they really got the momentum swinging. Setting up for a free kick. Seth on the left post. Gearing up, pointing to his troops, letting them all know where they need to set up. Ref giving the go-ahead. Seth turning on the Hawkeye. There's a fake. And big stop. Very big save, very big save. Let's see if we can see a replay. Nice save. Definitely he was ready for more. The cat legs were definitely moving. Watch his body get the rest of the adrenaline out. Right now. There you go. That's a man who's ready for war. Quick goal kick in the midfield, busy by Hernando, but looks like Stirling was able to kind of get it right back. Nice little quick move, Josh, with the recovery. All right, just try to get a settle, and let's get a good quick little look. All right, Joy with a pass up to the strikers. Let's see if it'll land anywhere. Looks like it a little bit further, a little bit far. Looks like we got a quick throw in. Joey seems to be all over the place today. You know, very active, very active. The Stirling midfielders are definitely pretty busy. Lucas with a couple of touches and a pass, but it did not meet its receiver. Got to hustle back. Hernando trying to make a break, but it looks like the back wall was able to stop it. First Hernando ball. They're known for some pretty strong throw-ins from this area. Oh yeah, look, you can tell he's starting up on the hill. Taking a look at number 21 and all of his players and waiting patiently. Look, he's gonna get a lot of momentum down that hill. Big throw, almost all the way to the box. And we said it earlier, they've been getting some pretty strong throw-ins from the hills. Looks like Lucas was almost able to get ahead on that, but you know, maybe about 2 more feet, give or take. A little bit of timing, but it's always a tough break. I mean, when you're getting throw-ins like that, I don't know if maybe it's the hill momentum, but they've definitely been working on their throw-ins because the throw-ins are pretty accurate to number 8, who's relatively tall. But we'll definitely have to keep an eye on that. Here we got Max feeding the left back, and it looks like we're going to try to lead the charge. And Stirling, they're going to try to. Plenty of time left in the game for. Really, you definitely cannot call it as of yet. We are looking at a score of 4-1. Momentum is definitely in Stirling's favor right now. Stirling's got to remember to keep their shape because they're starting to get into panic mode, but they got to be able to remain calm and just play the game that they've played in the first half when it was 1-1 and they had the majority of the time of possession. So if they can just be patient, move the ball around like they're starting to do, get their spots. Frustration is definitely kicking in, but they gotta be patient. Gotta be patient. You definitely cannot point the finger at anyone because it is it's the overall club itself. Okay, but when you're down 4-1, this is where it definitely gets a little difficult because everyone's going to try to do a little bit extra. but got to remain in their shape. Keep their shape. Looks like First Hernando still trying to make a run. Goalie out the box. Oh, we got a major collision here. And we got a player down. Slide tackle looked clean. It looked like it was first ball, and it definitely wasn't intentional or anything like that. But, being down 4-1, sometimes you got to put your body on the line. It definitely gets a little difficult, but you got to remember the goalie can see a lot more than everyone else. So sometimes it's the last resort. All right, we got another throw in here. We got to be mindful of these strong throw-ins. It's up in the air. Looks like they were able to handle and put a body on that. So it looks like Stirling was definitely on top of that. All right, Max with a little footwork. Gotta love how they don't panic here and just try to get this out. But it looks like there's a turnover here. Now this is where they've been in trouble. Now this guy's been known for throwing these balls all the way over to the net into the far post. This time he's running uphill, so they're definitely covering these different types of throw-ins within the practice. But there's a big one, big stop in there. I don't know if that was AJ or not, but looks like Stirling's off to the races. If Eldorado can actually pass this up, it's a good look to Alejandro, and still battling. Okay, let's not fight for it. Let's spread out. Still looking. All right, might be able to get a shot off here, but Hernando is all over the place. They're able to get it back up to the midfield. Lucas with a quick stop. We'll just kick that out of bounds, and it looks like Hernando's going to have the throw in. I think we're waiting for a couple of subs, but the ref has given the go-ahead. All right, there's a missed settle. All right. Definitely a lot of bumping. The ref still letting him play. There's a look up from 21. He's trying to feed the striker. Possibly an offside. I don't believe there's a linesman on the other side there, so that's going to be a little difficult to see. But here's a corner, and that's a beauty. Right off number 8. He's really been in that box all day. We really got to get a body on that. Ball still in play. Lucas will casually just kick that right back out. Not today. Looks like we got another throw in here, so we got to be mindful. In the box, number 8 again, causing all kinds of trouble in that box. Here's the cross, but a big save by Aaron, putting his body on the line, getting a ricochet right off of the knee. Another header with number 8 in the box again. But it looks like it's Stirling off to the races, taking a look downfield, and no one there to retrieve that. I don't know if they're waiting for a sub, but it might be a little bit of time shaving off of the clock as the throw-ins are starting to become a little bit slower. Max with some great footwork. We can turn this around and feed Max back. Oh, nothing. Caden was working hard for it, but and Max was ready to retrieve that as he taking the right back and taking the actual right striker position all the way up. That's exactly what they need when Stirling has the ball. But right now, it looks like First Hernando with the ball, and the backs are going to feed this up. They've just got to make sure they keep an eye on number 8, because I believe number 3 can really feed that into the box. And he's looking directly there. It's a big one all the way there, and it looks exactly like... All right, I think that's Aaron. I think he may have fell down a little awkwardly. Yes, yeah, we got a man down. We have a man down. I don't believe the ref's going to stop play, but look at the heart, look at the passion. He's working on one leg and tries to go for the header, and he actually goes for the chester. He needs to sit down. He needs to sit down. But relentless. Look at him. All right, we got Brian in the back. Joshua taking a couple of touches and passes it right back to Brian. If we can get a couple of, look at that, right back into the middle, feed him back. But it looks like Hernando wants the ball a little bit more, but Josh is not having that today. Number 13 feeding Brian. Brian, I don't know, he might have a splinter in his foot. Looked like he was kind of hobbling there, or maybe the ball was already out of bounds. Big slide. All right, let's see where the ball's at. Still getting a little physical. He's starting to see a lot of shoulders and elbows, but, got Got to make sure that ref keeps an eye on this. Wouldn't want this actual ball game to get out of hand. Big stop by Seth. Big stop as he stares down his opponent in the back. You know, and sometimes you got to stare down the opponent and just let them know, like, look, you're coming in this box. You might end up feeling some of the six pack. As Hernando continues to fight for the ball, you know, there's a number of 50-50 balls here. Nothing's coming easy at all. Quick throw in off of the back. Brian, his specialty, the quick throw in off of the back. Slide and tackle with a lot of dust and ants and termites, but looks like Stirling, they got the ball right back. As we got a little noise in the background here. Working hard, Alejandro. Takes a shot from afar. Big stop. Definitely starting to take a little time here. This one's going to go out of bounds. Quick little throw in. Oh, watch out now. I believe he just touched the earth. But even more importantly, if we do a quick replay on this, the most important thing is he still looked for his striker. He did the moves, but the move, it's not about the move. It's about still looking for the striker. So we'll call this, excuse me, fanny first. Hold your ankle, look for your laces, and please don't reach because your knee might fall off. This is called fanny first. Quick look up, looks upfield, snap your knee. All right, they'll remember that. And the quick look up and still makes the pass to look for the actual striker. So not too shabby, not too shabby. You know, we're still going to need some additional players to kind of check in and definitely give some type of assistance as Lucas heads this ball right back out. But First Hernando is they still got a little bit more momentum as we have people raising their hands on the sideline. Okay, number 8 looking for a call here, but nothing at all. The backs are still bringing it up. Still starting to bunch up, you know, and this is one of those things when a big save by Seth, we'll just grab that. Usually when you're down 4-1, you know, and the sun starts kicking in. It was colder at first, so you can definitely see how Stirling is really starting to kind of lose their shape and focus. But if they can dial it back in here, try to get another goal or two, and we still have got ourselves a ball game here. Especially considering looking at, that quick little cross, and again, Lucas, get that out of here. Not today. Not on my watch. So we'll take a look here. Looks like we've got a corner kick. All hands on deck. Here we go. Keep a body out. Goal kick, and it looks like it goes right over to Joey. He'll begin the offense from the midfield. Notice how the strikers on the left are opening up. Nice. Brian takes his looks, and here's that wonderful ball movement that we've seen earlier from the first half. Unfortunately, the right back was able to actually get that ball out of bounds to stop the actual charge. And just taking a look, looks like we're looking for a ball here. And yes, actually, we have all the balls are actually rolling down the field. So we'll just notice the referee's touch, in which that ball is coming right back down. Joey to the rescue on the sideline. And we'll actually might as well throw a couple of these up here as well. And hopefully we'll be able to add that to the stoppage time as Stirling is currently down. But let's get a nice hard throw in here as the backs for Hernando are still trying to keep the ball out. But you can really see the fighting force of Dunedin really trying to work their way back into this game. Still becoming a battle as the midfielders for First Hernando are really making it difficult. Now, one of the things you definitely got to do is, right now there's a lot of pressure on the midfield right now, a lot of pressure on the midfield, and you can see the frustration right now, you know, from that turnover. But that's because Stirling's really starting to bunch up in the middle. You know, in the beginning of the game, they were spread out way more than they actually are, as Seth does a nice controlling save there. But here's a rollout. Really kind of try to kind of build that from the back, unless Alexis can kind of fight for that a little bit more. But there's a nice little pass, all just off of the heel. Oh, that would have been nice. That would have been nice. As Noah gets a nice little header on that. Make a quick little move, look up. Let's see if we can deliver that. And it looks semi-delivered. Good attempt. Good attempt. The ball still in play as Sterling's trying to make something happen. Right striker fighting down. Number 13, Josh. He'll feed that over to Noah. Noah will take a look. Pass that right back over to Joey. Let's see who's going to help Joey out. Look at that. Good check-in by Eldorado. Eldorado back over to Joey. Joey does a quick look up and crosses. Here's but it stopped. It stopped by the back. But the play is still going. Play is still going, so we do not stop. And this is again where they gotta really just kind of open up, be patient. You can see that they have it in them. It's just that right now, there's emotions are running all over the place as Seth kicks this halfway down the field. Alejandro, can he pass that over? Goalie comes in and goes in for the slide, and that'll just go out of bounds. As we wait for this throw in, current score is 4-1. Waiting for a nice throw in here. See if we can get this crossed over. Here's a nice cross. One man to beat with a quick look. 1v2. Looks like quickly out of bounds. Keeping the pressure. Gotta love that pressure. Keep that pressure all the way to the end. See if Josh can retain this and get this back. There we go. Sterling right back with the ball. Nice little pass, little chip pass over to Alexis. Let's see what he can do. Gives a little pass to Joey. Let's see if Joey can do anything with it as he draws in two players. Alexis, we might need a little more hustle on that, Alexis. Really got to start fighting for that ball. Hernando trying to make a run. A lot of speed on the sideline. As they're looking over to the ref for an actual call. Got to watch these throw-ins again. We all know that these are pretty lethal. Starting to see a lot of winded players. A lot of winded players. Got to breathe in deep. Suck it in and be ready. Get a body on him. There we go. Right on the chest, but he's not able to turn around. Brian with the ball with a small little tap on the toe. Alejandro moving the ball down as the Stirling is fighting all the way down, but it looks like it's broken up by Hernando. But it looks like Alexis is going to take the shot. I'm not sure if that was going to be a set play, if that was a shot. You can definitely see the fatigue that is starting to wear down the players here. Might be time for a sub, but all of these opportunities are crucial. Here's a quick little look as Max tries to make a play on it. Hernando still fighting. Noah gets into the battle. Got to fight back. Josh doing to contain it. Number 8 is coming in strong and hot. He's coming in very strong. And slide tackle by Josh. He gets a touch on it and is able to get the ball right out of there. Number 8 has been a menace. A menace. But I can tell you one thing. If Josh doesn't make that stop, they had 3 open strikers running down the field. And Hernando, they were ready to try to put yet another score on the board. So, big stop. Big stop. Let's see what we're waiting for here. Trying to look at the referee, and well, all right. It looks like he's starting to give the go-ahead. I'm not sure if there's a throw in here, but if it is, there's yet another big one. And get that out of here. Seth comes out of the box a little bit, puts one hand on it. Almost looked like he was slam dunking that bad boy. All right, right, now we got a nice little cross over. Look at that. Caden with a touch on it, but it looks like Hernando's center back. He's been getting a lot of stops here. Right back to number 8. Josh with a quick stop. He'll take it all the way. Passes it right up, and he's running with the boys. If they can just feed that right back, if he can get open more to the left, and he gets a foot on it. It looked like he was really trying to possibly use that pinky toe to possibly chip that in here. Here's a big shot, and nothing going, but that's exactly what you want. If you can take him some surprise, and now you have this nice big corner, and nothing here. What's the call here? It looks like a little interference from the ball from the other net. So it looks like they'll get another corner and another stop from the First Hernando goal. And they are starting from the back. And here comes a big run. Noah comes in, gets a touch on it. Let's stop that play right there. That's not going to be happening today. Number 5. It's going to be very difficult to get a ball past number 5. Joey with the ball. If he can just kind of just look up a little bit and try to get that ball over. There's a little bit of help. The tough part of this game today has really been trying to get any type of open shot in the middle against First Hernando. Very, very difficult to do, but it looks like there's been some success with a lot of runs. Stirling has had a lot of runs on the sideline on the left and right. So if they can continue to do that, then they might find a little more success. Yeah, Seth comes out for the quick kick. Sometimes, as the goalie, you definitely have the opportunity to be able to see much more than everyone else. So, it can be shocking when the goalie runs out, but sometimes it's the best play to do that, just to actually stop the opponent from making any other additional advances. Here's a hard throw in on the sideline. Stirling on the run. Josh with a quick little stop out of bounds. Looks like we're still going the same way. We can get a quick throw in. Try to get something constructive here.
How much further?
Just waiting for the ball to come in. Looks like it's out of bounds, but we've got a quick throw in. Quick look for Hernando to the right. And able to break a player. Josh on one knee breaks it up. Noah with a quick look back. If he can pass that back to Noah. And he's running up the field. And AJ he gets the shot off. Well, looks like Joey with a quick little stop. And looks like, I'm not sure if Brian took that shot or not. But here we are bunched up a little bit. Noah with a quick little delivery up front. And right back to the center back and to number 8.
Track back. Right here, AJ. Track back. 3. Quickly.
And there's a really good matchup right here. Number 8 takes a hard left shot from the corner. Quick little goal kick as Hernando is still up and really trying to keep the press. There we go. Nice little settle. You would think that Hernando would possibly back down a little bit and as they are up with a comfortable lead of 4-1, but as they were mentioning on the field that nothing changes, and that's exactly what it looks like. And AJ's open again. He has 2 defenders on him. He's able to get the cross. No, he takes the shot. Look at that. So that's 2 shots in a row by AJ, and and it's wonderful to see him out there going for these strikes. And if he can continue to open up like that and receive that ball, it should be very interesting. No, with a couple of headers here, really trying to move, make something happen. All right, we're a little short in the back now. All right, Seth's got the ball. Big stop. Here we go over to Joey. Joey takes a quick little look. Number 8 grabs the ground for a quick second. Not sure exactly what that was. Back over. Looks like Max got the ball. Do a quick look and a great delivery. Is that over to AJ again, who tries to kick it up and over? Can we get a header? And looks like we got a call here. Looks like the goalie is down, but some nice little footwork from AJ. Looks like he tried to actually chip that ball over and possibly retrieve it. Now we do have a man down. Lucas did try to check and see if he's all right. looks to be all right. He may have gave his players the signal just as a thumbs up. This is always a good time to kind of get some water and just kind of make sure that there's a couple of cracks at the back. There you go. These kids today, they can shake anything off. But definitely good to see him up and running, and good to see that Lucas showing some sportsmanship and trying to see if he's all right. Take a look and see what the final call is here as they're pointing out. Not sure exactly what is pointing out, but it looks like it's going to be looks like a goal kick, free kick. Nope, free kick. And looks like we are live here. AJ with a little bit of pressure. Number 8 moving through. Max with a quick steal and passes out over to AJ. AJ right back to Max. Little combination. Eduardo with over to Brian, or actually over to Joey. Will Joey take the right-footed shot? No. A lot of pressure from the midfielder, from the midfielder number 18. Looks like they almost had a shot there, but good to see that Stirling is not giving up. You really got to go all the way down to the wire on these. And it's a big shot over to the midfield. Noah with a quick shot up to the strikers. Lands right over to AJ's hand. AJ still has the ball. Makes a pass over. Possibly maybe put some laces on that one right there. But it looks like Joey was looking for the extra striker to the left. Sometimes you really got to put laces on that and just see what you can get. Maybe a top post and ricochets down in. Yeah, their goalie's relatively small, so you really never know. You really got to take your chances and try to get that shot off. Quick little substitution here. And a nice hard throw in. Let's see what we can do within the last final minutes of the game. Definitely getting a little physical down there. Josh with a quick stop. Takes a quick look upfield and passes it right up directly to the strikers. Max with a little chip pass over. Doesn't land anywhere. A little contain it, quick little touch up with the ball for Noah. And we'll get ready for another throw in for our First Hernando. Not exactly sure how much stoppage time we'll actually get here. Quick little look to the left and to the right from Noah. He'll just kick it out of bounds as there's a little bit of pressure on him. As we get ready for one of the famous throw-ins from Hernando, they're definitely known to get it right in there. Number 8 again gets another touch on that, as Joey will try to possibly switch the field over to the middle. Intercepted. Pressure's on, and it looks like it may have been ricocheted off of number 5. Seth with the ball. Takes a big chop at it. We'll send this round down right downfield. AJ with a quick little touch. Max with yet another touch. Eduardo. And AJ with the stop finally. So we're gonna wait to throw in.
Like, I actually didn't even need to do that. Oh, God. Bro, come on.
Again, not sure how much stoppage time is actually left. Looks like Noah's going to get this one, number 5. Quick little pass. Nope, looks like this one's going to go right down over to AJ on a touch. Max. Over to Joey. Cross this one down over to Alejandro. Alejandro take the space, take a quick little look. Lucas with the ball and feeds the striker to the left. Could get a possible cross from Brian. And look at that. Stirling right back on the board. Look, I believe we're at 4-2 now. Nice little run, nice little possession. Not sure how much stoppage time is left on the clock, but looks like the ref gives the go-ahead. And we're right back at it with 4-2. Hernando not taking any chances and sends it down. Momentum in Stirling's favor. Max with a quick little dish over to Joey. Joey takes a quick little look, Max is heading down. We can definitely feed him back. Brian with the run, and looks like the ball rolled off a little too far. Definitely would have been a great opportunity to really get another one on the board. As Max continues with the pressure, passes over to Alejandro. Alejandro, if he can just get a touch on that and pass it over to Eduardo and maybe get the shot off, takes a look and over to AJ. AJ, if he can get the settle, and it looks like there was a actual play, call on the play here. As we prepare for this free kick, waiting for the goalie to give for the actual ref to get the go ahead, which I believe he almost has. Hernando setting up a player in the back with a number of players up front. And that ball's definitely not bending, but that's quite all right. And that's going to be it. That's going to be it. Another one. Great match by two competitors, Stirling and First Hernando. Really got to love the competitive spirit here. Final score 4-2. The sun is currently out. The game is over. And you really got to be wondering exactly what the speech is going to be for the actual coaches itself. But hey, this was a wonderful game. You're probably wondering what happened to Trey. I think he went to the restroom and he just never came back. But nevertheless, hope you enjoyed the actual game itself. Feel free to leave some suggestions and some comments in the comment section. Subscribe. I believe this is the first video for Mr. Stack. You'll also be able to catch some actual programming sessions if on the other channel, which I'll probably leave some information for that in the actual comment sections below. All right, enjoy. All right, stack out. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed the actual game. I definitely did. I do believe Stirling did beat Hernando earlier in the season, so hopefully we'll either meet them in the tournament or have another rematch to kind of see who will actually win the final series throughout the actual season itself. Don't forget to subscribe, and you definitely want to make sure that you are having the notifications turned on so you know exactly when you're getting any special features. That could be possible interviews after the game. It could be tournament play, different types of actually previous games from the previous games from the last year, so still part of this season. So we'll be uploading those as well, and we're gonna take a look. We're gonna take a shot at this particular channel. Again, I am Mr. Stack, in which I'm pretty much known for the programming side. But hey, you know what? Puppets gotta eat, right? Puppets gotta eat. So let's try this secondary channel here and add some sporting games and subscribe, like, notifications. Talk with you later. Enjoy. Stack out. Oh, did I say subscribe? Yeah, I think I hit all the points. All the points. Let's go find Trey. Probably got diarrhea.